If y'all don't know what happened, because they didn't play the first part, Diddy asked Justin Bieber, man, why you ain't been answering my calls? Why you ain't been talking to me? You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting your line. I ain't been getting through. Anybody been picking up? And then that's when Justin Bieber proceeds to respond with what he just said right now, all scary and uncomfortable as a 14-year-old and a grown man asking you why you ain't called. This was his answer after Diddy said
now
what he
reads
said.
like a cry for help.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number. So.
Got my number.
Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Y'all, man, this Diddy shit has been getting way out of control on some crazy shit. People been on Diddy ass for the longest, and we paid it no attention, from the memes to the movies to the cartoons, everything. They been telling us what Diddy was on. We ain't paying no attention though. But welcome to my motherfucking channel, Two Time Gang. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, become part of Two Time Gang. If you already subscribed, I'll fuck with you how you fuck with me. Y'all know what it is, it's Dirtface, nigga. Dirtface in this bitch. And on the big screen today, we got 10 celebs who tried to warn us about Diddy before everything hit the fan, you feel me? I know how crazy this shit be sounding. Like, to the point we like, damn, man, are you fucking serious? But when you look back at Justin Bieber, the Usher situation, all this shit, bro, it's just like, what the fuck? But let's get into it, man, come on.
There are so many witnesses. There are so many victims.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo.
I just
and
said
today,
Usher,
we're looking
bro.
at celebrities
Shit
who
crazy.
spoke out against Sean Combs,
Bieber, I
aka P.
just said
Diddy,
him.
before his 2024 arrest and indictment.
We're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve.
I hope your sweet ass ain't been
Kanye West. In retrospect, we should have read between the lines whenever somebody described a puffy party. In a 2014 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe recalled attending a Diddy party where everyone was, quote, butt naked.
Stop talking. Have you met Chloe's new crew of friends? And all I said was, yes.
Stop
And then I
talking.
stopped.
I ain't gonna
All
lie,
I
y'all. She, like, back then, she was bad as fuck. Like, she was like, lick a bitch up type of fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, she was that shit. Okay. Right,
said
yeah.
was yes.
She was
Khloe's
malicious.
former brother-in-law, Kanye West, also made comments concerning Diddy that read differently now. In 2022, West called Sean Combs a, quote, fed, claiming he had sold people out to spare himself from jail time.
That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car.
Since West is infamous for making wild, often unfounded accusations,
Nobody really paid
these
no
statements
attention.
initially blended in with his other tirades. Even now, it's hard to say if West's allegations were authentic.
But y'all be
given-
talking about Kanye be having these rants and tirades and shit. But listen, man, this man be telling the truth. He just be talking so fast and saying so much in a different way. Y'all don't understand. That's all. But he been telling the truth about shit. That's why he got canceled. And he's still thriving. Because he got a culture that know he telling the truth.
In Combs' current legal issues, though, West's words feel like a warning,
When they
whether
can't
or not
control
he
you?
truly had any inside information.
When they
I
can't
don't know if it's
control
a
you,
party. I'm saying
they
that
make it
metaphorically.
sound
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone are talking about, but you've never got invited to them. So you
I don't know.
really,
I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am.
Usher. When he was just getting his foot in the music industry's door, a 13-year-old Usher spent a year living with Combs.
Yeah.
Usher opened up about this experience in a 2016 interview with Howard Stern.
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Although he made it sound like a blast,
What
Usher
you mean?
hinted at something more disturbing beneath the surface.
nigga, what you
Usher
mean?
said that he didn't, quote, understand what he was even looking at, and, quote, very curious things were taking place.
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Perhaps most telling, Usher made it clear that he wouldn't want his children attending, quote, puffy camp like their father. Regardless, Usher's protege, Justin Bieber, would spend 48 hours with Combs. It may just be speculation, but a fake phone number that Bieber later gave Combs now reads like a cry for help.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Scared of fuck. If y'all don't know what happened, because they didn't play the first part. Diddy asked Justin Bieber, man, why you ain't been answering my calls? Why you ain't been talking to me? You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting your line. I ain't been getting through. Anybody been picking up? And then that's when Justin Bieber proceeds to respond with what he just said right now, all scary and uncomfortable as a 14-year-old and a grown man asking you why you ain't called. This was his answer after Diddy said
now
what he
reads
said.
like a cry for help.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot, but you never really got my number. So.
Got my number.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Mace. In addition to breaking out as Diddy's hype man,
This man said 555. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You know he played it off for the camera, but the way he was uncomfortable, he was trying to make a joke to make it, you know what I'm saying, like to get the uncomfortable feeling, like to change the vibe in the room, cause he could see Diddy little nasty ass aura and shit. But y'all, Justin Bieber got sucked in. He couldn't escape the Diddy. He couldn't tell Diddy
and in
no.
the 90s, Mason Darrell Beth.
Couldn't tell Diddy no, y'all.
Yeah, 1 sec.
He just couldn't tell
or
Diddy
Mace
no.
released 3 studio albums through Bad Boy Records. Mace eventually had a falling out with Combs and his record label.
I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here.
Leading up to his former collaborator's arrest, Mace claimed Combs cheated him with a $20,000 publishing deal and had been withholding royalties for decades. In a 2022 interview, Combs asserted that Mace owed him $3 million.
That's facts. I got the receipt. Second album, you gave money to do a second album, never delivered. Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
Combs nevertheless returned the publishing rights to Mace and several other Bad Boy artists the following year. Although Mace was among the first to call Combs out over royalties, he wouldn't be the last. In 2024, former bandmate Don Richards sued Combs, citing, among other things, roughly $5 million in unpaid earnings.
Dawn had the choice to file the case as a Jane Doe, and she chose not to do that. After giving it a fair amount of thought, she wants accountability, she wants justice.
Cat Williams.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's going to be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah.
Ashley, your channel has done tremendous numbers after my man's Cat Williams came and blessed your channel with the truth. You should be thanking him, Shay Shay.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business.
Comedian Cat Williams is no stranger to run-ins with the law and reported abusive behavior. As such, it's understandable why some would call Williams' credibility into question. In January 2024, though, Williams made several remarks about Combs that only became more relevant in the months to come.
Exactly.
On Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, Williams touched upon the now notorious Diddy parties, advising people to just say no.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
He didn't say everybody to my Diddy wants the body. He said Diddy wants to party, and you have to tell him no. Not Diddy be wanting the body. No, he said Diddy wants to party, and you got to tell him no because that's what Diddy gets you at the parties. He can't get your body without the party. You feel me?
While his reasons were somewhat vague, Williams was especially concerned about protecting a certain area of his body. Williams didn't elaborate further, although he took another shot at Combs later in the interview.
I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
Come on, man.
The recent allegations regarding Combs' quote, freak-out parties and alleged abuse have painted Williams' words in a whole new light. Aubrey O'Day. What do Donald Trump and Diddy have in common? Well, arguably
like
quite a
young
few
motherfuckers.
things, but singer/reality
like
star
young
Aubrey
bitches.
O'Day is one of them. Once mentored by Combs, O'Day later appeared on the 5th season of The Celebrity Apprentice.
I am a very strict and focused businesswoman because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy.
Working for
Absolutely.
Diddy.
I love Diddy.
When O'Day brought up her
shit.
association with Diddy,
I
Trump
love
was
Diddy.
quick to shower him with praise. O'Day tiptoed around her former boss, unwilling to say if he was a, quote, good guy, as Trump described him.
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
During a
Whoa. On live TV, she couldn't bring herself to say Diddy was a good person. Diddy though. Bro, you can see them big ass white eyeballs. Them big ass eyeballs she got. And you can see that she definitely has been traumatized by the shit Diddy done to her. And them big ass bluish, blondish looking eyes. Bluish, blackish looking eyes.
During a 2019
Oh, my
interview with
Lord.
Variety, O'Day went into greater
they blue.
detail,
Big
discussing
blue
her time
eyes.
on the Diddy-produced Making the Band. O'Day said, quote, "We were scared to death with what would happen with Puff each day. I experienced everything from race remarks to sexism, and a lot of it was scary."
Listening to Gene Deal, his bodyguard.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he had a really astonishing quote.
You should hear the one he's not saying. It's even crazier.
Right. So he's got stuff in the tuck that he hasn't put out there.
Everybody does.
Duh, I just said that in the last video. He holding back, bro. He holding back. But he was holding back with that Aaliyah stuff because he was that part of. He didn't want to be no part of
Diddy
it.
Williams.
I had broken up with somebody.
Who?
Diddy.
I don't want to say.
Do we know the person?
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
After being fired from Hot 97 in 1998, Wendy Williams accused Combs of playing a role. In 2004, Williams wrote that she would, quote, never forget the hell Combs put her through. Even so, Williams said that she didn't hate Combs. On a 2015 episode of her show, Williams commented on the allegations that Casey Ventura was hiding from Combs.
This is a beautiful dress, by the way, that she has on. And Puffy, you look great for all the hard partying.
Williams painted Combs as a, quote, mogul you can't escape.
So this is why Wendy got canceled, because even though she was being messy and drama the fuck out, she was low-key exposing the fuck out people on her show. And Diddy was always one of them.
Year, Williams asked Jennifer Lopez if she would ever get back together with Combs. Lopez's mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, basically answered for her daughter with a look that said everything. Although they reconciled in 2017, viewers have been waiting on pins and needles to hear Williams' thoughts about Combs in the wake of his arrest.
You are exhausting me. Let me tell you something. This week has been hella exhausting.
50 Cent. Curtis James Jackson III, aka 50 Cent, is another big name who's had a long-standing feud with Combs. It all started with 50 Cent's 2006 diss track, The Bomb, which alleged that Combs was connected to the murder of Biggie Smalls.
She scared them boys from the west side of break 'em off.
There's still little concrete evidence backing up that conspiracy theory. In October 2023, though, 50 Cent elaborated on his beef with Diddy, describing his parties as, quote, uncomfortable.
That's not really beef though. That's just competitive energy.
Competitiveness.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him.
Okay.
During his final live tour, 50 Cent said Diddy
up,
would,
nah.
quote, hug you from the front and the back at the same time. 50 Cent has been even more vocal about Combs following the raid on his homes. It's also been reported that 50 Cent sold a docuseries to Netflix entitled Diddy Do It?
Oh! I guess this means I won't be invited to the white parties in the Hamptons.
Tupac Shakur, speaking of conspiracy.
So y'all, he just said, I guess this means I wouldn't be invited to the white party in Hampton. I just dropped a video on Gene Deal, basically speaking on why Aaliyah, Diddy, Dame Dash, Jennifer Lopez, another trick, and another dude was in the bed. and basically all took a photo in the bed together. And Gene was just like, it was nothing freaky at the party. It was an all white private party, and I was the one letting people in at the door. It sounded like a bunch of blobberish bullshit. But he said that the party was in the Hamptons. It was an all white party in the Hamptons that he wanted to try to feel like Miami with the beds everywhere. Nigga, you sounded stupid. That didn't make no sense. So you basically just said it was a private freak off. Only certain people was invited to the private freak off. And Aaliyah was there, and J-Lo was there, and this is the time that Diddy was married to his wife and all this other shit. So basically that's what the dishes came from with 50 Cent, y'all. By the way, go
50
check
Cent
that
has
video
also
out.
claimed that Combs got Tupac killed. Again, there isn't much backing this up, although Tupac was also skeptical of Combs.
If these rumors or allegations are true, it would make sense he would be able to get away from it, or get away with it for so long because people would be afraid.
Speaking with Vibe magazine in 1995, Shakur was asked if he thought Combs was connected to his shooting the previous year. Shakur did not hold back, saying, quote, "I believe so," adding that, quote, "It's between me and him, and only he knows."
I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about.
About a year later, Shakur was involved in another shooting,
Where he
this
got
one
killed.
proving fatal. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who was arrested for Tupac's murder in 2023,
Say that Diddy paid
once
him
said
$1
that
million
Combs
to
offered
do it.
$1 million to carry out Shakur's
And he
assassination.
accepted it.
I think that was a bad move, dude. You know what I'm saying? To me. Yeah, but show some love, brother love.
Whether or not Combs was involved, Shakur's words paint the portrait of a violent man. Rodney Lil Rod Jones. While Combs has faced numerous accusations throughout the years, Rodney Lil Rod Jones was among the first to take serious legal action,
Yep,
contributing
right
to the mogul's current circumstances. Jones
Casey.
was a producer on
Cassidy.
Combs's The Love album, Off the Grid. According to Jones, though, he, quote, endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer.
Claims made by Jones include hidden cameras in the rap mogul's home, saying, quote, Mr. Combs allegedly threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face in order to get what he wants.
Jones alleged that Combs repeatedly groped him and made him participate in unwanted sexual activities. This included having to work in the bathroom as Combs showered. What's more, Jones claimed that he woke up naked in bed with Combs and two sex
hell
workers
no.
after being drugged.
Oh, hell
His
no.
lawsuit also implicates Combs' son Justin and Chief of Staff Christina Coram, the latter of whom was accused of grooming.
Basically
What the
calls
fuck?
her the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs's Jeffrey Epstein.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Nah, shout out Ms.
You
Mojo,
have the
y'all. Y'all
option
go
to
ahead
be
and subscribe.
notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
I don't
Cassie
think we're doing all
Ventura,
that,
this
but
model turned singer, was in a relationship with Combs
Cassidy,
from
I said
2007
Cassidy,
to
it's Cassidy,
2018.
there you go.
There had
I
been
said
signs
Casey
of trouble
and
in
Cassidy,
paradise.
Cassie.
Their relationship was
Cassie Ventura.
volatile. for
Cassidy is the
sure.
rapper.
And he, like, you could tell that she was afraid of him.
In 2015, Ventura shared an image of a sleeping baby, posting, quote, "How I sleep, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me." The next year, it was reported that the two were seen arguing in Beverly Hills.
They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know.
5 years after their final breakup, Ventura filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and sex trafficking. Although Combs denied these claims, the lawsuit would be settled out
With
of court.
30
This
fucking
wasn't
million.
the end, as footage from 2016 surfaced.
Appears to
To be chasing somebody in a fucking hotel in a towel, trying to stop them from leaving is insane.
corroborate Cassie's claims identically. Really, Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing.
Combs issued an apology, while many have supported Ventura for marking the beginning of his downfall. What other celebrity accounts have you looking at Diddy differently? Let us know in the comments.
I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine.
Yeah, man. So as y'all can see, man, goddamn, Diddy been getting freaky and people been wanting us way before, but it went over everybody's heads, bro. But this was the downfall of Diddy. You know what the fuck going on, man. Dirtface nigga Dirtface 2 times out of this bitch. Hey,